Hello Internet. Google recently unveiled a cutting-edge large language model called Gemini. And then they released an API for it called Gemini API. In this video, we'll be working with Gemini Pro, which is a very decent model in my opinion. Vertex AI has a preview API for Gemini. So make sure that you have the Google Cloud AI platform package installed in your environment. Okay, let's dive right in. We are going to start by importing Vertex AI.preview.generative models. And that's the only import we need today. To create a model, you need to create an instance of the generative model class. Pass Gemini Pro to it. And now that the model is ready, we can simply call its generate content method and pass a prompt to it. Let us make it behave like a cat because I like cats. This returns a response. We can print the text property of the response. Let's run this now. It works, but we had to wait a while to see the complete response. We don't have to. We can make it behave like ChatGPT by setting a parameter called stream to true here. But when you stream, you will, of course, get multiple responses. And you're gonna need a for loop to print all of those. Okay, let's try to run again. This looks good. We didn't have to wait much, and we got multiple responses, as expected. Now let's try to change the temperature of the model. As you know, the temperature is a very important configuration variable in large language models. And to set it, all you need to do is pass another parameter to this method we have here. It's called generation config, and here you can say temperature. I'm gonna set it to 0.7. I think the default value is 0.4, so this should make the model a little more creative. Okay, now I'm gonna run again. Vertex AI APIs are paid APIs, and you're billed based on the number of tokens the model handles. So it might be a good idea to keep track of how many tokens you are using. If you look at the raw response, you'll find a property called usage metadata. Let's print that. And I'll add an extra new line here. So we got the usage metadata, As expected, both input and output tokens are billed. But only the last response has this metadata. So let's add an if statement to check if it's available. And I'm interested only in the total token count. And I'm going to print it. Need to make this an F string first. So running again. Okay, so now I know how many tokens I'm using. But all this while, we have been working with only one prompt. How do we turn Gemini into something that behaves like ChatGPT? Well, all you need to do is create a chat session. So I'm gonna delete everything after this line. And now we call the start chat method to create a chat session. Our chat session is ready, but we need to accept user input and we need to do it in a loop. So create an infinite while loop and call the input function to read user input from the terminal. Then you have to pass that input to the chat by calling the send message method. And that's it. You'll now have a response again, which you can print. I'm gonna add another if statement here to break out of the loop. So if the user says quit, we just break. Let's run again. Okay. So now I'm gonna just talk to Gemini like it's a person. Good, we are getting responses. And this response demonstrates that Gemini actually had the previous prompts in its context because I didn't have to say what it had to describe in a concise manner. Now you know how to use the Gemini API. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.